I forgot I don't have transition screens. Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Naturals, the weekly D&D show that we do here on the Your Move Live broadcast. My name is Dan, and welcome. We're back. Funky Pirates are here. We're back, baby. So, let me fix my camera here because I didn't do that. Ha ha ha. There we go. I got a new thing. Look, it's a Caribbean water, and we got the logo. It's over here. It's crazy. Anyway, so we have 4 members of the cast here today, and we're gonna be getting right into it. I'm excited. I hope you're all excited. Koi, I know you had to reboot your computer. Perfect timing. And we're just gonna get into it. I'm just gonna go grab them. We're just gonna get right into playing this game. Okay. I'm bringing you guys in.
Be boring because all my friends that play it have already like binged tens of hours in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gets a
You
little
want to
hard.
bring
We're
super
live.
democracy to the planet?
Yeah, super democracy to super Earth with super
Yeah.
credits and super store and do everything super.
I want to spread
Hi, chat.
R bombs.
I want to spread my cheeks.
Dan wants to spread his
we know
cheek. We
Dan.
heard it here, guys.
I mean, that's TOS appropriate.
Wow.
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 Super cheek spreading.
Anyway, hi. So, how's
Oh.
everyone doing? How you guys doing?
It's Thursday.
It is Thursday.
It's Thursday, my dudes.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
I'm so nervous that our viewership is just gonna plummet because of fucking crit roll.
It's alright. It's not about the viewership. It's about the D&D.
I mean, like that's a fair concern to have.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Dan, I don't think like if the viewership like tanked, how many people is that though?
Thanks.
Like, I
man.
think we should focus more on it just having fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure,
Play
for
D&D.
sure. The views will come, but you know, I'm
there's
the only thing
always
I'm
that
nervous about
risk
is that
on.
like the fan base that was watching on Wednesdays, I'm nervous about alienating those people because they
Yeah,
might watch
yeah.
Critical Role on the
Yeah,
other day.
that's a valid
Well,
concern.
you can
to
watch
have,
Critical
right?
Role at any point in time.
True. You could watch this at any point in
It's-
time as well.
If you uploaded the videos.
They're up. All
Are
the
they up?
stream highlights are up. Yes, because I'm streaming on both YouTube and Twitch
Alright.
because they allow that now. You fucks. There's a gap, but
Which
shut
is
up.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
There's a gap of
I,
episodes, but shut up. Thursday, I'll never watch again.
That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah, that's
My
fair. Flute.
disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined.
Exactly.
Fuck Thursday.
Alright.
All my homies hate Thursday.
No. All the homies hate Monday.
Garfield.
I don't work on Mondays, so guess I'm not a homie, dude.
True.
Oh well, Elle, get out.
Not a homie.
Isn't that like the only day you don't work though?
I don't work Sundays also.
Oh, okay.
Did you get your new job?
No, I'm still waiting on that. They still have not gotten back to anybody about anything on that yet. But
Alright.
maybe I'll
Wish
work
you the most
Monday
luck.
to Friday. Thank you.
All right.
Wish you the most luck with that.
Dan, tell me what happened.
Yeah, then what happened
Oh,
last
you
time?
want me to do the
What-
recap?
what
I
happened?
wasn't there.
I wasn't
also
there either.
there. I was gone for
Yeah,
4 weeks,
I wasn't
3
there
weeks?
either.
It was just
Nobody
Dan.
was here.
He
Yeah.
thought,
Yeah, Dan
I did watch the VOD for a few seconds. It was just Dan in an empty lobby talking to himself, and I don't know what happened.
And then he would put different hats on and pretend to be each of us.
Yeah.
He'd like run around his room.
That's what the green screen was for. That's the first instance of it. I just green screened
he
all of your
actually-
backgrounds.
He actually just had his whole
Get that,
camera
hold on, how'd you-
facing. Yeah, he had the camera facing his whole room and with the overlay over it, so he just run from box of overlay to the box.
I was just ducking down, but the green screen was
We're
covering it
adjusting.
just perfect so that it was like I was running down everyone's personal setups.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You built everyone's room. Like you have a whole like studio now that has all of our rooms perfectly.
Why do
like,
you guys
made.
think I've been buying so much Lego? It's all made out of Lego.
Everything's Lego.
Oh my god. Crazy.
He's been Legoified.
Hmm.
Like
Us
Lego.
Lego
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 Rise, Lego Tempest.
Wait, Rise Lego Rise Lego
Lego,
Tempest.
no, Lego Rise and Lego
Rise Lego
Tempest.
Tempest.
Lego
He's
Rise
made-
and Lego Tempest.
He
There was-
turned us into Lego.
Rise like my ball.
Oh no, we've been turned into a Lego.
Turned myself into a Lego, Morty.
A man has fallen for another man in Lego City.
Man, I hope they are doing it. That's cute.
Anyway,
Anyway, D&D.
last time on the
Monkey
naturals.
Pirates.
The group made their way through the island of, and I have it. It's in my notes. I've got it. It's here. Shield pad. I'm gonna say that wrong every time.
Shield
I did
pad.
it. I literally did that for Dust, and then he just didn't play in this campaign. So
What a little
it's
bit.
fine.
SMH.
Buying some mushroom rations, and then eventually heading off to False, the town. Actually, it
Can I
wasn't,
interrupt for a
it was
second?
an unnamed town that they went to. Yeah, what's up?
The new Airbender show is on Netflix now.
It came
Yeah.
out today.
And
I was just wondering if people knew that. I'm sorry.
That's
Okay,
a
go
very
on.
important fact.
I have
Yeah.
heard that it
Mango.
is
I had
okay.
to.
I've heard it is
Yeah.
okay. That's about all I've gotten from it so far.
Alright.
But anyway, yeah. So went to False, met up with Captain Abraham, where they, upon pulling in to the docks, were able to locate his ship because it was the only one that was singing his ship song, which is "Leave Her, Johnny, Leave Her." And after boarding on, they discussed some matters at hand, specifically having to do with the going into the League as full pirates, along with potentially the riddle that was found within the book after he cast.
I don't know. Cast magic? I don't.
It was remove. No,
Was
it
it
wasn't remove
detect?
curse. It was dispel magic. He
Ah,
cast dispel magic on the book. And upon doing that, a riddle appeared. That riddle, I will read it out again. I know you guys are gonna get real sick of this. Did I pin it? Am I smart? Yeah. For once I swore 'twas over core. I know it was not true. To the west or to the east, depends on where you make feast. 'Tis where the treasure brews. And we left
wasn't
off.
there that slight theory of like, you know, the starting point was like overcore because it was like the most obvious, like, in your face kind of piece of it. What was the thought process you guys had for that?
So there was an
Oh,
island
okay.
that is split between dwarves and elves, I think. Colin was saying that.
Yeah, that's Alv's home.
Yeah, Elves Home. It could
Where we
be
got a
so
boat.
over core. Over is spelled O-V-E-R, I believe, in the riddle, which means it's potentially above Port Overcore, which Elves Home is above there. And the like, depending on where you set your feast, could be in terms of like the island split in two, so the elves eat
what
on
side
one
of the island
side
you're
and the
on?
dwarves eat on the other side, right? I think me and Colin talked about that potentially. Somebody mentioned that.
Yes. Yeah. So my two theories are either Alvzome or Isle of Sand. Which the problem with Isle of Sand is it's south of Overcore. So
Hmm.
if you look at the map, which is conveniently right behind Dan there, Port Overcore is the top left island, right? And then Seguridad is the island to the east of that on the northern side of the island. And then there's a little tiny island. And then Alv's Home is
it's over here.
Alv's Home is the long, skinny one that goes from southeast to northwest.
Hmm.
And so Alv's Home in the Bible, in the campaign Bible, says that it used to be where all the elves were, and then the dwarves came and they had half the island, and the elves had the other half the island, and the elves fucked off somewhere, leaving the dwarves behind. Nobody knows where the elves went.
Specifically, so there were. Think of it like, if we're gonna use like a real world example, it's like what was it,
Roanoke.
James? Yeah, Roanoke. Thank you. And for those not in the U.S., sorry, Flute. Roanoke was an island, not an island, right? Or was it an island?
It's an island.
It was a
don't
colony
think
on a
Roanoke's
small
not really a
island
colony.
off
Roanoke's
of South
an island.
Carolina.
I've been to Roanoke,
Okay, so it's
Okay.
off of South Carolina, right?
Virginia.
Virginia. So it's just off the coast of Virginia on an island. I knew it was one of the southern states. And the population of Roanoke just like mysteriously disappeared with very little left.
I mean, we now know that that's not true. They just all fucking died, and it was like folklore that
They just disappeared.
they didn't literally they like literally just all died, and there were like lots of like diary entries that actually exist that are just like, we're dying and winter sucks.
Yeah, in Roanoke, not in the
Yeah.
not in the campaign world.
Hmm. I mean, I'm not good at riddles, so that's probably, the best I could, better than I could come up with. I need to
Yeah.
reread the
Can
the campaign
Tempest
book.
make an intelligence check?
Nope.
To solve
Just
the
to
riddle.
answer the riddle.
Nope. This
But
is
there's
all
so
player
the
stuff.
thing with
Okay.
the thing with Alvzome is that there is a mountain range in the middle that splits the island east and west, right?
Okay.
And so there's not like the mountain range specifically, not a lot of people know anything about because it's seen as like a taboo place, right?
Okay.
And so obviously if Ghostmane were to disappear, it wouldn't be like where somebody, like it'd be somewhere where nobody knows a lot about, right?
I don't know. I mean, like the secret place that we just found, apparently nobody knows about, and like thousands of people escaped.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
That's
Yeah,
it.
So
that's a little-
I
that's a
don't know
little-
what's going on here.
All those
Yeah,
people
it's a little
died,
like,
okay?
How do
That's
you not? How
disturbing.
does someone not know about that place if a bunch
Yeah.
of people left?
Everyone should know about this place, but there could be some magic going on. I don't know. So, but like, absolutely, since this is like kind of a mysterious place, it would make sense that
Worth at least a look.
yeah.
It's either that or there's a little tiny island between Seguridad and Alvzome, and we could stop there.
Is it on the way?
Not on the way from where we are, but if we get to Alvzome, do Alvzome, and then
Yeah.
go
Let's
to that
do it.
little tiny
We
island.
could always hit it on the way back out if we show up nothing.
Yeah.
That seems like a pretty solid plan to me, because then we're have a couple of different ideas. If one doesn't turn up well, we can just try the other one, since it's relatively close by.
Mm.
Relatively.
I mean, that's also assuming that something will reveal itself and you don't actually have to find it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're the main characters. Everything just presents itself to us.
It's for the
As it
plot.
should.
It's for the plot.
A lot armor.
Dan, you wouldn't make us go to the middle of an island and just stand there and T-pose for a while, would you?
You should. I would.
Unless it's
I
not on
would.
an island.
The
I
most
feel like if you
the
guys would
most
like to.
entertaining session is us just
We're just waiting.
Dan just said it
Wait
for
5
water.
entire days.
Don't put that idea in my head, Dan.
What? That it might just be in the middle of the water?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just at the bottom of the ocean.
that would be fucked. I can
it
swim
would
forever.
just be in the
and
just
breathe
the water.
underwater.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
How does how does underwater pressure work, Dan? Is your world a globe? Is it flat?
It's a globe. It matches our real world.
Okay, so does gravity work the same or is it magical?
So gravity does work the same. Yeah. So
Okay,
you would
so
get the
you
bends.
couldn't swim like a mile deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I even put that idea out there the last time you guys were talking about this, is that it might not be an island.
Well,
Well,
that sucks.
we're not doing that. So we're just gonna go to the island.
We've decided the story is
Taboo
different.
mountain range. Let's go to this taboo mountain range. Us pirates who would probably do better in the water anyway. You know.
Yeah, I think Alf's home might be where we're supposed to go.
Okay,
Yeah,
It's a good
I think
first
Dan's.
guess,
I think
and-
Dan's trying to throw us off.
Yeah, I think he's trying to throw us off.
I could be. Or I could be trying to give you guys a clue because you're way off.
Well,
Or you could be,
I
you know,
was thinking
mind
that
we'll
Weird.
we'll see where the plot takes us.
Exactly.
After or at Elf's home.
We'll keep
Yeah.
going the wrong place until we eventually go to the right place.
A clock is right 2 times a day, so you know.
Ooh.
You know, there's 1,000 One Piece episodes. There could be 1,000 The Naturals 2 episodes.
And it's just all of us looking for this.
It's just
fucking
all of us
treasure.
going to
Every
the wrong
inch.
place.
We
About
can
the
we
friends we
become
made
level
along the way.
20 and have killed several gods by the time we find this treasure.
Like, realistically, the campaign's over. Events have already moved to a point where it's like, yeah, there's nothing else, but you guys haven't found the plot.
Unless, hold up. What
Okay.
if it's in the sky?
You know, you got a point.
Above
do have a
or
point.
over
Galaxy brain.
Yeah, what if
It's
it? Yeah, what if it's?
over, above.
Yeah, okay.
There's
So
a
Dan
floating island.
kept putting blocks up to the sky limit, and then created a little platform with a chest on it, and then
It's
broke all
Skypea,
the
dude.
blocks all the way down to the limit.
Minecrafted his way
I
out.
jumped into the lake that I had right at the bottom, and then I hit the gravel tower that I made, and all of it just fell
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
onto the torch that I put onto the ground.
Yes.
Of course.
That is exactly how you did it. Guys, we solved it. Let's go.
Yep.
Knew
All
it.
right, just need to learn how to fly.
God,
Damn.
there's a spell for it.
Yeah, we just got to make it to the build limit, guys.
I mean, airships are a thing in this world.
They
They're
are?
rare. They're rare, but they are. They
Dan,
do
we're gonna go.
exist.
Be careful, or we're going to go punch God.
We're gonna go steal a blimp.
You
gonna
assume
go
that
punch
God is
God.
not just like on another plane. No, God is like in heaven. Like literally, like there is a heaven that is just like an actual kingdom above the sky.
Yeah, that's where the treasure is.
I mean, there are cloud giants.
Guys, what
so
if
there
the
are.
treasure
Die.
the Ghost Main found is the friends we made along the way?
When we've tried that one, Dan didn't seem too happy about it.
I think if we bring that answer to the Pirate League, they might kick us out.
No,
Guys,
no, no,
guys,
no.
guys.
We've got Ghostmane's
We
treasure.
got the real treasure. It's friendship. It's friendship, guys. It's friendship.
That's what she wanted all along.
It's been friendship the whole time.
Guys, believe us.
The most
I
powerful
promise.
magic that there is, love. What? No.
Trust me, bro.
I love you, Captain Abraham.
I love you too, but I needed a better answer than that.
I was
No, 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 no.
expecting gold.
No, I don't mean platonically.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
Sid
Hello?
wants to fuck.
Are we getting a stepdad?
That wasn't Sid. I didn't dust the dust off from fucking Sid's voice.
That's fair.
That was pirate number 7.
All right. So,
What happened to the
what
other
is the plan?
six?
Are you guys heading up north then from False? Or are you gonna help Captain? Because he had a thing. That you
I don't
could
know
do.
what this thing is.
He said you could either help me. I've got people that can do it though. So it's like not a big deal if you want to
What
keep
was his
pursuing
thing?
this.
Did he say what the thing was he wanted help with?
Yeah, there's been reports of the Empire meddling. Actually, no, I don't think he did yet. There's been
No.
reports of the Empire meddling with free farms to the south, where the halfling are free. But now there's reports that the Empire's gone in and started taking over, but not compensating the workers.
I would not mind fucking over a few Empire troops.
I mean, this seems small potatoes. A little bit. Not
He'll basically say like, there's probably going to be plenty more opportunities to do this on other islands, and also,
Yeah.
you know, you have I have others that I can call upon. I mean,
so do we want to go big bucks here, or do we want to go do a side quest? That's kind of what it comes down to. I
Yeah.
guess my perspective would be main plot is like Ghost main treasure, but I don't know, having reliability of doing side quests for the League before we even, join as an official member.
We could do that. It doesn't matter to me. I was just thinking small potatoes might be a derogatory term for halflings, but
I mean,
Well,
if you
good thing
got,
none of those are
realized
here.
that until you said that.
he'll say, "Don't say that in front of Captain Two-Gill. She'll kill you on the spot." Speaking of though, I could just call upon her. She'd be more than willing to bust some skulls.
Here's the thing. I mean, I personally am good with helping out a few friends in need. That's always a thing that I wish that those above me would help. So
Up to you.
We
It will take a
really
few
good
days though
choice.
to do this. So if you'd rather use that time spending going up north, if you have a lead, could be worth it. Others are in competition with you. That is
do
something to keep in mind.
True. That's true.
the Empire folks here on the farms, did they set up a camp of some kind with a tower that we could climb to survey the land around it or something like that?
Yeah, and then you'll cut the flag down from it, and then once that's down, then the farm will be liberated, even if you don't kill all the rest of the Empire. And then the Empire will never retaliate ever, and it'll always be free.
Yippee!
Captain
Abram.
Abram, I sense some sarcasm.
I was just doing what?
Ubisofting.
Yeah, I was Ubisofting. Assassin's
Oh,
Creed
okay.
Black Flag.
I know it's Abram Ubisofting, canonically.
I guess my thought process of this here out of character is like, yeah, we technically are in one, we have a lead to go somewhere. Two, we are in competition with technically how many other people are technically trying for this?
3.
Do we know? 3?
At least
3
two.
3 total.
Wick
total.
is totally trying,
Yeah.
right? We
Wick
can't
said
let-
because you guys saved his skin that he would bow out as his way of repaying you guys.
Sweet.
So he was like, "All right, if you guys want this slot, you saved my skin. This is my way of thanking you."
They were gonna be cool rivals. That's lame.
They could be rivals in other ways.
That's true.
They're the BB. They're the big bad guys. That's it.
I mean, I guess
Or
yeah, it would be kind
that
of
could
cool to
mean
do a
sexual.
side quest, but like there is that kind of point of like, yeah, we have a lead. We're kind of on a little bit more of a time crunch technically. Should we go?
Oh
and
well,
try
well. How
for it?
about we should maybe put it to a vote. The four of us here who are active and present should maybe put it to a vote.
Conscious.
I vote for saving the little guy. I don't know about you.
Well, I've been on some bad foot with Perry, and it's not like we're sure about that riddle. So saving the little guys could be good. It would be good. Good, Perry would remember that type of thing.
I mean, Perry's also not here.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, dude,
We're
don't
gonna
worry
tell
about
them
the
we
small
saved these
potatoes.
people.
Captain Teal'c
Perry
bursts
would
through the
kill
window,
you.
slits your throat.
Oh, I see. I don't think she'd like that.
Sid,
What are you
Sid
going?
lying on the ground. Sid lying on the ground. No.
So,
I
Swan-
am
what
not really
Swan's-
biased any other way.
I- I'll-
I
I'll
see
go-
both sides of it, kind of thing.
I'll help the average-sized people.
I am not really insanely picky because I could see the good of doing both. So
Tempest.
I'll go last.
Abraham will say, if it comes down to a tie, I'll just break the tie.
Thanks, Dad.
So which one was it, Tempest?
I said I'll go last.
Okay, that's
shit.
not helpful.
that's not helpful, dude.
You going next was supposed to help Rise decide.
I think we should be doing the big thing. I think we should be going up to the treasure.
Okay,
Personally.
that's good.
Okay, Rise.
Axel,
good to
decide
not
whether
all
you
have-
decide
my-
or whether
like, my
somebody else
player-
decides.
My player in me wants to see what happens if the tie gets like if Abraham has to break the tie.
It would be the thing that I
Um,
have the most planning for.
Yes, yes.
Which I don't know
Guys,
what that
why
is.
would Dan
All of
throw
a
out
sudden,
fucking
explosions.
a wild like fucking fighting off some dudes being rebels resisting
I
the
have-
Empire?
I have
if he
literally
didn't
a
have big
random-
plan for it.
I honestly have a random table of things that I'm rolling on every time you guys go to a new island.
Oh,
Like every time
not
you guys
bad.
land on an island, I roll on a table to see like what.
Oh, the
what
riddle
em-
was the random thing.
what Empire is fucking about. No, that I have planned. That's story wise, but the other thing is otherwise just something that I'm keeping tally of and keeping track of. That's all.
Paleo. Rice.
hate having to make a decision. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm rolling a dice. If it's odd, it's the rebellion. If it's even, it's the big thing. Let's see what happens.
All right, coin boy.
It's even.
You heard of coins?
So big thing.
Big thing.
All right, I say you go after the big thing. I've got this one. After you
All right,
after
that's
you
fine.
follow this lead, though, I will say you're gonna have to help out a little bit when it comes to certain islands and fighting back and all that other good stuff, right?
Be glad to.
fair enough.
There's probably gonna be a couple things happening here. False's known to be fiery when it comes to revolutions and such. But no, go after that. That's important. It could turn the tide in the war. We don't know what Ghostmane found. If it's gold, and you find her gold, then you've just funded the entire army. If it's
Now,
items
wait,
of vast
Captain
power,
Abraham, we have to worry about possibly the treasure that Ghostmane found is the friendship that she found along the way. So, what do we do in those in that event?
I say in that event, we're
fuck
fucked,
yourself.
but we fake it till we make it.
I didn't have anything to start out with, and look where I am now. You know, it's
Hey,
fine. We can do
Exactly,
it.
we're fine. We'll fake it till we make it and just see what we can do.
Well.
That should be the Corvid's motto. Fake it till we make it.
Kind of already is.
It's definitely the Corvid's
Yeah,
motto.
it kind of already is. Anyway, so big thing then, right?
Yes.
Big thing.
All right,
So we're headed off to Elf's home.
all right. So you guys are gonna be heading
We,
north.
we might run into the fucking. What are they called? The hyena men.
Oh,
The
those
Knolls.
guys.
The gnolls. We might run
Heinies?
into them. You
Knolls.
never know.
Hyenas.
So you
We
guys
might
are
beat their
currently
heinies.
here. Here, I'm gonna use a.
Oh, God.
This is difficult. I'm sorry. That's not helpful because it's the same
I
fucking
can't
color.
see it, unfortunately.
What do I use here? What do I use here?
Do I gotta buy you like one of those like teacher pointer things? If this is
Well,
gonna
it's
be
not
a
helping
permanent
it's
thing.
not back here. Oh wait, I can just use my fucking. Oh, I can touch the thing. I just realized that I can do that.
Oh my
'cause
god,
it's
you're
just
like
a green
a
screen.
weather reporter now.
Yeah, I'm like a weatherman. So you guys are here, right? Alv's home
Yeah.
is up here. This is where the mountain range is. Right
Okay.
there. So kind of like in between where that little peak is and where that one is.
Did we tell Captain Abraham about this location and to get everybody moved there?
I think we did, didn't we?
To Haven?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah. You
Okay.
guys talked to Vance about it and he was like, I think it's a good idea, but we just need to make sure that it's safe. I'll send scouts.
Okay.
So like at least the conversation I guess has started about using it in the early preparations and stuff. So
Yeah. Sweet. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that's one thing I do remember us doing. So off
Yeah.
we go to this taboo mountain range.
Okay, are we just gonna... Do you guys have anything that you want to do?
Do we
Or-
have like the supplies and stuff that we need to get there?
Yeah.
Um.
Because we could just smash cut.
I don't think there's anything in particular that I would want to do. I can't think of anything.
I want
Um,
to just in the passing time experimenting with making health potions.
Okay.
Oh no. Wait. I'm making my magic axes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you said you were gonna try to do
Okay.
those for me. Thank you.
Yes.
Please.
So ice and
I'd like
fire.
to-
So a ice axe and a fire axe.
Okay.
I would like to keep working on my bloody coral and from very early on I was working on a little hat thingy.
Right. Okay.
Work on that.
Swan, can you give me a...
I can't.
What are we going to make it?
Did I get tools?
Yeah, you know
No.
what? Just give me a dexterity check with your tool proficiency. So just add your proficiency to it.
I don't know if I have tool. I think I did something about the tools, but it's not on my player sheet.
Mm.
But I think I got tools. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever ends up working out. I don't really
Whatever
know.
happened. Where are my dice? Dexterity check. Plus proficiency.
See.
Bada boom. 19.
Okay.
I feel like there's something that I
You make some really good progress on it. Your hat is complete.
Cool.
Oh my god, you have a hat.
That's half of it, right?
Mhm.
So I want to. Yeah, good.
Okay.
Hat complete.
And then can I get an Arcana check from you,
As well.
Tempest?
Oh, Tempest.
A beast.
I rolled 12 on the
Correct me if
die.
I'm wrong on this, but because of the armor that I just got,
23.
the I forgot the name of the armor.
Defender.
Did you first of all did you add that?
Should be
I think
added.
You did. I think you did. But I cannot remember where.
I'm sorry, what did you get, Tempest?
Oh yeah, I see it.
23.
Okay. Through this process, because it does take a couple days to get to where you're going, I will say that you make enough of
$7.
you make enough progress on it that you complete one of the axes, and it is actually, you know what? Roll me a d4. Odd fire,
magic.
even ice.
4.
So ice axe. This axe will deal an additional 1d6 cold damage.
All right, that's for Rise.
Me, yes.
Whoa, in Rise dual wields these and you have 2d6 extra damage per attack? Or 1d6 per attack?
An extra 1d6.
Plus- Okay, I gotta add this to my
Yeah.
inventory. Manage. Add. Oh.
So the handle is made from the stock of the crossbow, right? And then the metal for the axe has the same.
I thought they were
Runes
battle
and
axes that I had
engravings.
found already. I think they were.
No,
axes
so
that-
they were
No,
the
crossbows
crossbows
had the
with
magic,
the magic.
on it.
Yeah.
I thought you were just moving the magic from the crossbows to
That's
the
what I
two
assumed
axes
as
that
well.
I gave
Oh,
you.
okay, yeah, we could do that. I didn't know
So I
that you were
had
allowed to do
two-
that.
I had two battle axes that I had found in a previous chest or something, and I had given them to
Perfect.
you to put on from
Okay.
the crossbows.
Yeah, that works.
So,
That works.
would I be able to just adjust the battle axes that are here then?
I think Dan will have to make a homebrew item.
Yeah, I will. I'll get on
If
that.
you could do that, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Just
Just send me a message to remind me. Let me just get out of our DMs real quick.
yeah, I will send that real quick.
Okay.
My brain is trying to tell me that there's something that I needed to do or should do because of the new armor that I have, which is the
There's no
the Torn
attunement needed?
defender armor.
Oh, is there? Yeah, there is attunement to it.
Oh.
So you would have to attune to it. which takes an hour.
Could I do that on this like
Yeah,
time
it-
since we have it?
Multiple days. So yes, you were good.
Cool.
Okay. Sid, anything you want to do on these multiple day trips?
No.
Okay. Smash cut.
Yippee.
After a couple of days on the sea, rolling for random encounters, there were none. Cool, love it. You guys find yourselves and make your way onto the dark side of Alv's home. People don't really visit here. This side of the island is pretty barren. And from what you're seeing from the coast, which you guys did come to the side of the island, but the northern side of the island, when you went and got your ship upgraded, if you remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where we were.
That was more swamp, rainforest. This is more like tropical. The beaches you see are just littered with scraps of wood. You see that there are shacks on this side. And as you take one of the bends that's more to the east side of one of the curves, you see that there is stone structures and a completely abandoned town.
I mean, we got to go check it out.
Yeah.
This town is pretty well known for being abandoned because it was the one that the traders went back to.
So, based on my expertise in this kind of stuff, what do I know about the buildings and the architecture and who lived here?
So, yeah, give me an archaeologist check. It'll just be intelligence plus d20. Well, history.
Yeah, I was gonna say I should
Yeah.
have expertise in this. So,
Yeah, for sure.
roll dice. Do a d20. Not the greatest in the world. 18. I rolled a 7.
Gotcha. Okay. So from that, you get, inklings of memory. You're like kind of digging through, trying to think of the specifics of what this island was and is. So you know that dwarves and elves lived pretty peacefully on this island.
Mhm.
The elves that were here were not the same kind of chaotic elf that is more in Cyndabil, which is the continent to the far east.
Mhm.
These elves were just kind of like, yeah, we just want to live here and just not deal with anyone else. So, we don't want to deal with them, but we don't want to deal with humans because the humans hate us, so we're just going to set up shop here. The dwarves initially came here to fight. They were like, we're just going to raid this place and move on. But then when they showed up, the elves here were big. Like, strong, tall, stronger and taller than anything that these dwarves had seen. And they, instead of going up to the island now ready to raid it, they were like, oh, hey, what's up? We're here to trade.
Chickens. Anyway.
That's actually based off of a real historical event that happened in Scotland.
Oh?
Hmm?
It's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Vikings went to go raid a Scottish village that was like on a secluded island, and they showed up, and the people who met them on the beach were like taller than anyone that they had ever seen, and they were like wielding great swords with one hand with ease, and they were just like, oh, hey, we're traders
Hi,
here to
we're
trade.
friendly, I promise.
We want to trade with you guys.
I love that. That's so silly.
So the dwarves were set up enough to make a settlement, which is the settlement that you guys were on before of Yogan's Point or Yogan's Port. That's where you guys had gone to before. The elves disappeared, just completely disappeared on this side of the island, just completely gone. All that was found were a few scratch marks on a doorway that dragged northeast as if like something had like scraped along the side of it. In
Do
this
I
town.
get any like if I cast detect magic as a ritual, do I sense anything?
Within 30 feet of you? No, because you guys are on the ship still.
Oh, I thought we were on the
Yeah, I thought we were on the island too.
we're
You
on
guys
the
are-
island at the
You guys are like pulling up to it as you're kind of
Okay.
like
Okay.
looking at it. So the dwarves named this place because the elves just like didn't really call it anything. They were just like home because it was the only place. So whenever they would refer to it, it would just be called home.
Okay.
So this is called Elvin's Point or Elvin's Port.
Elvis Port.
No,
Hmm.
Alvin.
It's
All
St.
of
Louis.
The king.
The king.
ALVEN.
ELVIS.
All right, so we've made it to St. Louis.
Alvin and the Chipmunks?
All right.
Did you mean Memphis?
No.
Alv, by the way, and Alvin are the dwarven words for elf and
Yes.
Elvin.
Ah, okay.
And
That
the
makes
multiples of Alf, like the sitcom star.
True.
True.
I
Very true.
I would be like, oh yeah, I want to look around, but like I don't know nothing about my character is not a history person.
Yeah.
I'd look for the nearest tavern.
It should also be noted that anyone who has attempted to make a settlement here, it's kind of hard to find a settlement spot that's like as good as this place. So people would kind of build near it. At night, they would be awoken in a cold sweat by the screams of those who were potentially killed or were dragged away. Some say that
Ooh,
this is a
so
portal.
it's haunted.
Kind of. Some say that this is a portal to
Cool.
hell. Others say that the lost souls still walk here. And some have said that it's just cursed in general.
So I disseminate all this information to you guys as we're
Yeah.
Like
It's
a
a lot
tour
of
guide.
info.
Like a tour
yeah.
guide.
Yes.
Or is it just
Hmm.
sitting there listening to this like, great, what did we get ourselves into?
I'm gonna say stick close.
Oh,
Nobody go off on
Easy.
their own. We don't know what's going on here.
Well, I think we just take Chip's sleeping, and treat it with reverence, and I think we'll be fine.
I agree.
Sleeping.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. We're all on watch.
All the time. We don't need to sleep. Sleep is for losers.
Sleep is for the weak.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going onto the island.
Get to the island.
Go.
Can I do some
Fuck
kind
shit
of
up.
perception to just see what I can figure out on the island in the village? Just some base perception of like
Yeah, give me a
I
perception
don't really
check.
know anything specific that I could look for, but like some kind of
Perception check.
yeah. That's all I really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
20.
Okay. You're kind of looking around, just trying to get a lay of the land. You can see where the main street is from where you're at, how it connects to the port, and you can kind of point out some buildings of note, either by the fact that they have like a larger open square around them, or by signage that is carved directly into stone. It is all in Elven, though.
I cannot read that.
I think I can read over.
I believe Sid can.
Yeah. No, I can't.
You can?
I am half elf, but I
Oh, no, you
didn't
should be able
choose-
to.
Yeah, but I wrote down common, halfling, minotaur, infernal, and natural language. So Maybe I don't know how to speak Elven.
Okay.
Maybe he does.
Sure.
I know Aquan, Celestial, Common, and Draconic.
I'm
Common,
just a
Draconic,
guy who
Halfling?
knows Infernal and Common. That's it.
Infernal's
Bryce
pretty
doesn't
bad,
know
though.
things. He just hits stuff.
Is Elven anything like Celestial?
No.
But
Okay,
Infernal is like Celestial, and we.
What
did
are Aquan?
manage
I
to
feel
do
like
the thing.
Aquan is just like water elf.
Wait,
No,
we're out.
It's just
What?
Elven with a glass of water in your mouth.
That's true.
It's
That's
not.
true.
We're on land, or we're still boat. On land?
You are just
We're-
pulling
we're
up
on
to
the-
like what would be considered a
Seems-
port. There is like
Okay.
debris and rubble inside of the
Oh, there-
water, so it's a
I
bit.
there
can't
people?
speak it. Hold up. I can't speak it. Is it possible that I have like a book on translating different languages rudimentary that we could spend time in research and learn to
You
translate?
just get someone
You don't have to
there
learn
and
know the
people-
language, but if you have the alphabet with you,
Are there just
Right.
people we can
The
talk to?
no, nobody's here.
Alphabet.
No.
No one's
It's
here.
abandoned.
This
Oh,
is a
okay,
completely
good.
abandoned city. Were you not listening, Flute?
I was not listening to that part.
The most
Uh-huh,
important
elf.
part.
Alphabet.
Yeah,
Don't need
the
to read.
alphabet. Thank you.
You're welcome. I got you.
Why would we need to read?
I
We
like how
go
you just kept
places.
saying it too until we heard.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked my joke. I wasn't gonna let it die.
That's fair.
It was a good joke.
It was solid. Okay.
Jokes die in darkness.
I guess.
I just we don't. We
You
don't
didn't come
need to read
prepared
this.
with
We
that.
should just explore.
That's true. I didn't. So you don't have to. You can say no to that.
Nobody can speak Elven. It's fine. Move on.
It's cool. We don't
Sure.
need it. We can just
Yeah.
explore.
Fuck
We
it.
could just brute force our way through this
Around.
puzzle.
That's my.
Yeah, we can.
That's
Let's
my
go.
immediate payback for the control water fiasco.
There's no puzzle.
There will be more
This
payback
is
later,
just-
but
It's
It's a
fine.
place with missing people.
okay. So you guys head onto the docks. Again, city is not well maintained. This place has been abandoned for a long time. The last elven settlement was in. It disappeared. Actually, I don't have that noted.
30 years ago.
No, no.
Oh, dude, don't do that to me.
Well, that other settlement all fell apart 20 years ago. So, you know,
Yeah.
ancient history.
Ain't this-
Oh,
We'll
yeah, 20
say-
years ago, it's ancient history.
Mm. We'll say it was.
vintage.
It would have to be time enough for the dwarves to be set up. I'm just trying to think time wise. It would be 1500 BC before Coda.
Okay.
Oh God.
1500
Yeah,
before
it's a while
Christ.
ago.
So a long time ago.
Yeah, because it's almost 800. So like
What
800
if-
AC after Coda. Air
Yeah, so this
conditioning.
is like 2,000 years ago.
Even if I did speak Elvish, I probably wouldn't speak this Elvish.
That's actually
True.
fair.
But we're-
That's a good point. That's honestly
Yeah,
a
no, that's a
solid
really,
point.
really good point.
These,
Yeah.
these fuckers all disappeared. Why would anybody know their language?
And actually, they wouldn't be chaotic then. They would actually like elves were evil at that point. Chaos wasn't introduced into the world until the Coda.
They're just
Yeah,
straight up
and even
fucking
if someone
evil.
did know that, they probably wouldn't be the same version because a lot of language can change in
Mhm.
that amount of time.
And I mean,
Yeah,
technically, it might be
picture.
infernal.
Is it?
It's not.
Is it close to infernal?
Okay.
No.
Damn it.
So we're here, and we don't know why we're here. We think we need to be here.
Yeah, you think that the riddle
We
is-
need to look for evidence of Ghost Main is what we need to look for.
So perhaps a place that would have details about this place, like a library or
Uh-huh.
public records of some sort. would be
I
a
will let
good
you
place to
know
start.
that unless it is magically sealed, it's not a bad idea to look, but enough time has passed that parchment would disintegrate.
You don't go to ancient Egypt and be like, I hope they had a fucking library.
Well, we know they can write on stone and carve in stone. Like
That's true. That's a
true.
good point.
they might have. They'd have stone tablets
We
or
could
They
something.
didn't
still
discover
go looking
paper.
for it, but
They
like,
didn't have
I
paper.
wouldn't, like, I wouldn't bet on that being the only way we get information.
All right. We need to
This-
come up with some sort of plan before we just blindly wander onto this island.
To be fair, we don't exactly know what we're getting into.
Are we
besides
just blindly
possibly Cursed
wandering?
Island.
Well, okay. Does a resident wizard have one of those that fancy spell where you learn something about a thing?
Do I ever have a fancy spell?
Or you learn something about a thing?
I do not.
There's no way you took
Damn.
legend lore. Nobody fucking takes legend
I
lore.
know I
It's a
will.
great
not,
spell.
I don't have access to it.
Nobody
That's
takes it.
level
Good.
spell.
I
It's
could
not
cast-
fireball.
I
Huh?
could try see invisibility, but
They've been here the whole
nothing.
time. They're just
yeah,
invisible.
they've just.
there's probably nothing to see there.
I cast
everybody?
The
detect
screams are
magic
just because they've been like
ritualistically.
in the like I don't know.
They're in the astral plane, dude.
No, the screams
The
are just
hero.
because the camp that they set up was near the prison, which was like also where they did torturings.
All right,
Mm.
detect magic, Dan.
Okay. Within 30 feet of you, you detect no magic.
I'm going to do the perimeter and like just grid this whole village.
Do you know how long that's gonna take?
How long?
This is a town,
Yeah, how big's the town?
so you need a town.
How big is this town?
It's
Yes.
pretty big. Like
You're not give me
I will get
That's
so.
fair. Is this the city of Buffalo?
No. This would be
Okay.
more like Village of Kenmore.
Oh.
That's large.
I want to try something out, Dan.
Okay.
Are the remnants of building or buildings? What are we talking about?
Buildings, but they're in disrepair.
Biggest one I can see.
These
Fair
buildings are 2,000 years old and they're just in disrepair.
There's a couple like.
That's crazy.
Well-
This architecture is wild.
Most of them are made of stone.
I mean, it's if they're,
Okay.
they're stone
We
buildings, they're
also
not
we
gonna
also got a
collapse really
thing that
easy.
their
2,000
time
years
is
is like
are their times
dynasty.
longer or shorter? They're the same.
I mean, hey, the pyramids lasted.
yeah.
I don't feel like it's too I don't feel like it's too out of nowhere to be like.
Oh,
Guys,
oh,
there's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
dragons.
Stone
There's
base?
dragons in this
Alright,
universe.
biggest structure, Dan. Point me towards it.
Yeah, thank you, Colin. Biggest structure. It is towards the center of town. Very large 3-story building. The rest of the buildings are like 1 to 2 stories tall, so nothing crazy. This 3-story building, it seems that the 3rd story is literally just made for a bell tower that is on the very top.
Okay.
There's
I'll
a
go up.
large square in the front, like an open area, and it just seems very ornately decorated. The pillars that are kind of holding up, would that be a buttress?
You're a buttress.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim. They are nicely carved. You can probably assume that the dwarves kind of one of the things that they would have traded with the elves probably would have been craftsmanship, because dwarves are more known to work with stone than elves are.
Now, it's not that I don't wish to stay here and discuss with all of you guys, but if we don't know why we're here for, I'd rather do something. So I just want to head that way. Biggest building first.
Sure.
I accidentally bumped into one of the invisible elves.
Holy shit.
I swear to God, Dan, if you don't make that a reality,
They rolled.
they're all
50
still
on a-
here.
They rolled 50 on a stealth check.
What is everyone's passive perception?
18.
14.
12.
passive perception 13.
My passive investigation is 21.
Cool.
Neat.
Just in case you wanted
Cool.
to know.
Okay. Thank
I
you.
ambiently look for small details all the time.
All the time. I
You get-
am big brain.
Exactly what I'm looking for every day, all the time.
You guys make your way to the largest building in town. The doors are hanging off of their hinges, barely hanging on. Wind slowly blows one of them, so it just kind of is moving back and forth a little bit. This is the center of town, from what you can tell. So it seems that this is potentially like a government building of some kind. as you walk in, you see that the floor, which is made of wood, is, there's holes in the floor. It does not seem super stable here. As you look up the second floor, where, like, in the entrance area here, you see that it's a balcony that kind of goes around this big circle. And there are holes in the ceiling bits and the walkway above you. In this entrance, you see that there is a desk that seems to have been looted. Everything's gone. Historians have been here. Adventurers, looters.
The British Museum.
No, everything from here is in the British Museum.
Oh shit, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah. So everything that isn't bolted down or is obviously not worth anything is probably gone at this point. But you see that there are hallways that kind of lead off to the sides of this area, into the deeper building itself.
Might be nothing interesting, but if we can manage to not fall through the floor, might be okay.
Yeah, let's check it out.
How deep is the floor? Like because there's the ground and then there's probably
Is
like
there
floor. How much
basement?
space is there in between that?
You're not sure.
It could be a basement.
Oh, wait, you have dark vision, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Fuck. Okay. As you look, you can see that there is something below. As you kind of like peek down into one of the holes that's kind of near where the entrance is, so that you're not walking on the floorboards necessarily, for the time being at least. You notice that there are, it seems to be like a half cellar. So like the walls aren't built up, or I guess dug down that high, that low. You know what I mean?
It's a half a floor down.
Yeah, it's half a floor down. It seems like it's just here for storage.
So there seems to be some kind of subfloor underneath here, so be careful if you fall through.
I don't want to find whatever sharp things they've left at the bottom of it.
Now I
Yeah, me
could
neither.
summon some light down here with a little use of fairy fire, but I think we'll get to that when we're done
I'm
with
going
this floor.
to.
No one takes the light cantrip anymore. It's sad.
Yeah, I have produced flame, so. Or
It's a little
control
bit of
flame.
light.
So I'm gonna
I
make
have
a
a
torch.
I have a bright dog.
You do have a
Have
bright
Lady
dog.
be the torch.
I have candles in my backpack, so if you could light those up,
You could literally just send Lady down there.
No, I think the scary thing about Lady, part of the scary thing about Lady, is she is like constantly flaming, but does not emit any light.
Is
Like
that
no
true?
light
Does it?
radiates off from her.
That is.
No, I just made that up right now, but I like it. So
I mean,
Okay.
it is cool.
I'll make it canon. Fuck it.
sick.
So how many? There was like how many hallways that go further in? Just like one. Ish.
So there's one on each side of this like circular entrance towards the back. Think of it like kind of like our government buildings in the U.S. where they have like the circle in the front and then the square in the
Oh,
back.
yeah.
That's kind of what this is.
Okay. Pick
Mm,
a side. We go looking. I guess.
I think we
We'll
checked
just
the
do,
basement, right?
Yeah, we could. Is there? Can you see a way into a basement from here?
I see a bunch of holes.
Well, I mean, besides the holes.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of the holes are big enough for any of us to jump down.
You have an
that's
axe.
true.
Eh,
This is an abandoned place. You have an axe.
I
You
could do
you've
that.
got a fire axe.
Ice axe.
I have the ice one.
Oh
I
shit!
have the ice
Can
one.
the fire axe?
Well, I also
when
do have
ignited, emit
hand
light?
axes.
Sure.
I also have regular hand axes as well, but I
That's
don't know how
correct.
much. I have the magical one and the non-magical ones,
Mhm.
so I could
Does
use.
anybody have a torch? We could just throw it down there.
Yeah, I've got a torch.
You light up the torch, you throw it down, it falls 5 feet, hits the ground. It's still burning.
So we all.
I mean, let's walk around
Well,
and try
we
to find
explored the
stairs that
basement,
go
I guess.
downstairs.
I mean, you saw how deep it was.
It's like 5 feet.
Yeah, just
5
5 feet.
feet, maybe.
Guys,
Yeah.
you're overthinking this.
I know we are.
Yeah.
We're a
Really
little
funny.
too hesitant.
I'm
Well,
just
I'm
gonna
gonna-
I'm gonna
just
DM
take-
insert
I'm
here
gonna
and just say, hey,
There's
you might
nothing
be
down there.
overthinking it a little bit here.
I'm just gonna investigate this whole place.
Yeah.
Okay. Like the whole place, second floor and everything?
Yeah.
Cool. Can you give me we're gonna say everyone who's doing this, which raise your hand if you're doing
Okay.
this.
We're just spreading out and looking. Yeah.
So
all
Sid,
of
you're
us.
doing it too. Okay.
Yeah.
All of you, lady included, give me 5 dexterity saving throws.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking sick.
It's for the whole building.
Lady and I find
my
the
lowest
kitchen,
is a 12.
and we do a Shaggy and Scooby montage. We find a sandwich,
Please.
and then get scared by a
Please.
ghost.
Like there's a ghost.
Running through, like run back and forth through the hallway. Let's see. Dexterity. 7. I'm gonna message them to you.
No, it's fine.
I got a 7, 7. Jesus Christ. 21, 13, 13.
Okay, you're gonna take 5 bludgeoning damage as you fall
Ow.
through the floor twice.
5 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, just 5. Tempest, you said your lowest was a 12.
Yeah.
Did you get another 12 or just one 12?
Just 112. And
Okay.
then 2 13s, 18, and 21.
Okay, cool. You take 5 bludgeoning damage from a fall.
All right.
Sid, how you doing?
Hang on, I gotta roll 10, not fucking.
That's why I went to you last.
Let's see.
Why do you get advantage?
17.
No,
No.
lady.
Oh, because
Lady and Sid.
There.
Yeah. 10. 23. For me, 29, 14, 10, 13. For lady, 9, 6, 17, 10, 23.
Okay, hold on. So for you, you had okay. DC was 13. How many did you have below 13?
3.
Sid, you had 3 below 13.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. You take 8 bludgeoning damage, and then how many
Sick.
did Lady have below?
3.
Lady will take 9 bludgeoning damage
But why did she get one more?
because I rolled D6.
Okay.
L.
So
I can't wait to rest and does not matter.
So, you guys search the whole place. Again, place has been ransacked. But from a historian's point of view, Tempest, with your passive investigation, you get little bits here and there, mostly of the dwarves meeting the elves because it's all carved in stone.
Yep.
It seems that they brought in some craftsmen and had depicted the dwarves meeting the elves and how their trade had flourished over the past like 300 years, and how they had become close allies and close friends, and how they had kind of like, you know, in 2 halves of the island found harmony. The latest carving that you see is of the dwarves coming back, and you almost see. Can you actually give me a? Ooh, what would this be? What would an anthropology check be?
That'd be
History?
history.
Would
or
it be
I would
history?
assume
Because
history.
anthropology is not. It's the study of.
That'd be nature.
Average your history and your investigation.
I mean,
I don't know if investigate. Maybe nature. I like nature. What's
I
the
think that
average
makes
of
sense
your
with nature.
history and your nature?
so my nature is +5, and my history is +11.
Okay. So what's the average?
Of those two combined?
Yeah.
It's like 9 +9.
Okay. So we'll give you a +9 on this.
No, 8. Because it's... No, wait, 16. It's a +8. +8.
Okay. So we'll give you a +8 on this.
Alright.
I'm actually gonna add that to your character sheet.
What do you mean? Oh, anthropology is like a role?
Yeah. Just so we can keep that in mind for the future. I know you for some reason can't access your D&D Beyond.
Yeah. So I rolled a 17 plus 8 is 25.
Okay. You see what is depicted in some dwarven mausoleums as like a dwarven ritual of grieving and a dwarven ritual of loss and death. So it's to be assumed that from that, these dwarves assumed that the elves died.
Okay. Interesting.
Wacky.
But that's that's all you get from like the carvings and such.
Okay.
I want to maybe like Sid doesn't necessarily look around this building as much, but maybe more along the lines of like is looking for signs of the last people to be here.
In this building or in this town?
I mean, maybe he wandered around the building for a while, fell through the floor a couple times, was like, "Fuck this."
I'm looking for signs of like holy sites or important like a map of the island that might show like, oh, here's this magic crystal, right? Something like that, right?
Okay.
Not I'm just like, you
Yeah.
know,
Wait,
not exactly mapped to that, but like, oh, here's like whatever.
Tempest, what does that sextant do that you found?
Don't worry about
Astrolabe.
That's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
A sextant
Yeah,
and an
they're
astrolabe?
different.
Sure,
Yeah,
same
they're
thing.
different.
Same thing.
Didn't
To
the
Sid,
astrolabe
sure.
literally just? Didn't the astrolabe literally just point to the sun?
The only star that was on it for the star chart was the sun.
But there were other stars, right?
On the
We didn't see. That,
I
like,
don't
that-
remember what this astrolabe is. to
it's
be
the one you
honest.
guys got on the ghost
astrolabe-
ship.
Okay.
Yeah, it's what we got on the ghost ship, and then Rise held it up and, used the star chart, and it unlocked the line that went around to unlock Haven.
Okay.
This astrolabe, like astrolabes are normally like star charts, right? Like it literally has like a map of the night sky, and you like position it in a certain way and tune it and do whatever. You find your coordinates through that. This one, the only star that's depicted on it is the sun.
Yes. Star charts. What am I? There's a sextant. What's the opposite? Because sextant gives you one of the latitude or longitude. There's another thing.
The
Didn't find anything?
latitude, longitude, and then livitude.
No, there's a different thing.
Get out of here with
It's
that
not a
attitude.
sextant.
That was good. I'm just trying to lat live.
No.
Guys, Dunkaroos.
Ooh.
God.
Oh, nice.
Swan,
never
can you
had
give me
Dunkaroos.
5 dexterity saving throws?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Thanks, man.
Let me do that real quick.
Yeah.
Where's my dice?
Good
Don't-
question.
Don't you guys worry. I didn't forget that that Swan was also probably looking around the building.
Dexterity? Okay. First one is a 14.
Okay.
Second one is a 19.
Okay.
Third one is a 23.
Okay.
Jesus.
Fourth one is a 13.
Okay.
Final one is a 18.
Okay. You see everyone else fall through a bunch of holes, and you're just like, wow, that's really dumb. And you just like definitely move around them.
Everyone else has taken bludgeoning damage
Lowest
for.
lowest I roll was an 8, and plus 5 is 13. So,
But the only
13
thing
was
of note,
the-
I'll say, like, it was really the only thing that was there, because, again, things that were bolted down or carved into stone weren't moved. Tempest found some stuff in there, carved into the walls. That's about it.
Okay.
We'll say that you guys all meet outside at this point.
Did you guys find anything?
No, I didn't find jack shit.
I just found some carvings.
you know, I wish they invented a recording tool so you guys could have seen the fall you took.
Thanks.
Artificer randomly
It's
pops
real
up,
comforting.
plays the last 7 seconds of someone falling back, and then runs away.
It's
One
one
of
of
the
the
Quick, get that invisible elf.
Yeah, it's one of the invisible elves as an artificer.
So, you know, for pirates, important buildings when you go into a town. The Portmaster's building, Harbor Master's building. Maybe that's the city center in case you're like, you know, trying to avoid the law. And the tavern.
Patches.
Dry here. Do we?
Patches.
I love taverns whenever there's people around, but a tavern with no people usually leads to nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, to be fair, you guys did go into a tavern with nothing in it in the last
What do you
place
think
went to.
Patches would do?
All right,
That
you
is
said my name
true.
3 times. I'm kidding. He's not actually.
He's like Beetlejuice.
No, I mean, Patches was around at that time, right? I suppose, unless
Do
he
we
was
know?
born yesterday.
I don't think we know.
He might have been born
He
tomorrow.
was,
Patches
I mean,
w-
you know,
Ooh,
he
that
was
is a good
around
one.
long enough for us to be killed and brought back, right? So it's at least 2 years.
You're not saying that out loud, are you?
There's no one here to hear.
Except
No,
ghost
we're
elves.
Yeah, no,
Except
we're not
for-
even supposed to talk.
for those invisible elves.
I said out loud that we got resuscitated and the Purple Queen was pissed.
That's because the birds were listening to us.
Oh, right, I
Fuck,
forgot.
They're
Birds?
birds?
The government drones.
Really?
Eh,
The Empire
birds.
drones.
Yeah.
eh. Oh, now, what the hell are we supposed to do here?
I.
You know, I feel the exact same way. No.
You know, here's the thing too. I think if Ghostmane's treasure were to be buried somewhere on this island, it's probably not in the first.
Well, let's
town
think
off of
about
the
the-
coast, right.
Let's look at the what's it called again?
The riddle.
The riddle.
The riddle?
Where's the riddle, Dan?
Yeah, it could be worth
It's
it to read
pinned
it again.
in the
in
general.
general?
It's pinned in general.
Yeah, it was.
Pinned in general. Let's see here. For once.
For once, I
was-
swore 'twas over core. I know it was not true. To the west or to the east, depending on where you make feast, 'tis where the treasure brews. That's it.
Let me look at this map again.
I mean, I doubt it's in the tavern.
Well, brew. You can brew stuff in a brewery.
Where you make feast. Where do you eat food at? Tavern. That's the best I got.
I don't know that Ghostmane was just came to
I
this
like-
town, though, went to the tavern and buried the treasure under the
It
floorboard.
probably
I
wasn't.
agree.
It wasn't. I don't think
I
it would
don't-
be buried there in the tavern, but I think going along with that theory is like potentially a starting point would be where one would make feast.
For once,
Someone
I
would eat
swore it
food.
was over core.
The word brew was probably used intentionally. Or I guess brews. For a treasure doesn't brew, so for the word brew to be used would be trying to point at something.
Hmm.
Now wait, did we? No, the brewery was not on this island, right? It was another one.
Oh, that was a distillery.
distillery.
You're thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very different than a brewery.
What's the island? What's the island underneath Al's home?
that would be. Let me pull up the map. Like the little one.
Yeah.
That is just one of the unnamed islands, kind of similar to how Haven is unnamed. It's just kind of like a bunch of land that's just kind of there.
What was the third, like, most important building that, like, pirates would look at?
Tavern.
Go for? You said, like, a city center, a portmaster, and, like, a tavern, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were just kind of at, like, a city center type thing.
Yeah, I guess maybe we should look at the tavern.
It's worth a shot.
It's a long shot, but
It's a long shot, but it's something.
you know. I'm gonna look at every tavern of every place.
We're pirates, what do you expect?
That's true.
It's a good start.
I say we go check the tavern just to see if we can see anything.
Yeah, why not? And do that on our way out of town, I guess. Did we bring camping supplies with us?
True, we want to spend the night just in case.
Mm-hmm.
What, when we come gonna get haunted by the screams of
Yeah,
the souls?
we gotta
The
meet
souls
the
who are
ghost.
strapped
Well, wait
here?
a second. Can we figure out how to talk to the ghosts? They probably have some sort of answers we want.
If we could, can anybody cast Speak with Dead? We could dig up a body.
Fucking
Yeah.
where?
You know,
Fucking
when
where?
someplace wait,
It's a
wait,
town.
wait.
There might be
Graveyard.
some
Somebody
ancient
tells you,
burial
hang on,
ground.
somebody tells you that a place is haunted, and you think, let's
The
let's
best idea. Let's
desecrate the
exhume a
grave.
body. Let's
Yeah.
dig up a corpse.
Yeah.
Possibly 2,000 plus year old
Respectfully.
corpse.
Respectfully,
No,
okay?
you guys are
Let me
making it.
Respectfully.
respectfully to steal a body.
Wait,
We're
you guys
not
are making
stealing
this
it.
look wrong.
Isn't
We're not
that just
stealing.
archaeology?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I'm an archaeologist.
It's archaeology depending on how old the body is. It has to be a certain amount of time years old.
Well, how old? This is at
1,000?
least 2000,
7,000?
right?
Several thousand, so I guess it would be considered archaeology because it's not like a 10-year-old
Exactly.
body or
Perfect.
anything.
All right, let's go to the local cemetery.
Sadly, I don't think we have the spell.
Don't.
Hold up, over here.
That means
Sure.
to the tavern.
Yeah.
To the tavern, see what happens.
Okay. You guys head to the tavern. As you walk in, this place is fairly simple. You've seen extravagant taverns. You've seen ones that are literally just like tents outside. This is somewhere in between. Very easygoing. Long bar, couple seats at it, couple tables around, space that seems to be open for performers. All of the wood that's in this building has started to have moss grow on it. It's started to decay. There is a hole in the ceiling, so any moisture that's gotten in has just really degraded this place pretty badly. Everything seems just old. As you
Anything
kind of...
we see. Yeah.
From what you can see, there's really just nothing in here. It seems like there's nothing in here, at least. This is probably... This is a time before, like, piracy, really. Like, in its current form, at least. So, to kind of see it in this way, you're not really sure what you're supposed to be looking for outside of it. It's kind of neat to see the taverns haven't really changed much, though.
I'd be looking for something that would be, I don't know if I can do that, something less dusty, something that looks like it's been touched. We know this place has been abandoned for a while, but if Ghostmane came by and did something to it, something would be different. Something, I'm not saying out of place, but kind of.
Yeah, that's a fair.
Moved, messed with.
Yeah, like dust or a place that's slightly less used or whatever.
Or more recently worn.
You know.
Can you give me... Just give me... All of you give me, an investigation check.
Okay. Should we wait for Tim?
You could.
Investigation. 14.
Yeah, 5.
11.
Oh, wait, hang on, that was lady. 12.
Lady rolled 14.
Eh. Maybe she's not investigating the same thing.
Found a bone. Wait, that's good.
Just eats it, whole cloth.
We could wait for Tim.
Just swallows it like just vacuum cleaners it. It's gone.
I mean, you know that Tim is gonna roll a 32, right?
He could roll low. He rolled low on the other one.
Still higher than I rolled.
I mean, my investigation is a -1, so you know.
Mine's a +1.
I'm at +2 and it didn't help.
We tried. A
Can't
for
help
effort,
with
guys.
3.
Let's yeah. I am
Describe
like,
to
kind
us
of
what we
genuine
find.
lost as to like what we're looking for, what we're missing.
Well, we don't have a clear answer to the riddle, so until we get one, we're not gonna know.
Yeah, we're kind of gonna be blind, going in blind with this.
Give me one moment here. I'm just making sure that
Like, I don't want to go to Port Overcore. I know Overcore's in the riddle. I don't want to go there. I really don't.
Are we wanted at Port Overcore?
Yes.
Yeah,
Wanted in a lot of places.
we're notably wanted in Port Overcore.
So you guys start looking around, start actively searching. And as you are going about, looking for just any kind of clue, as like you all kind of culminate back towards the, I'd say probably the bar, like where the bar is. You see fresh parchment on the top of the bar, folded neatly. One of you
Parchment?
put it there.
You
Oh
guys,
my god, I'm so smart.
guys,
Check the tavern.
it's the ghost elves, guys.
it's the invisible elves.
Did anyone notice that when we got in?
Rise.
Dan, what's it say?
What's up?
You feel a slight burning's like the wrong word, but it's like hot in your pocket. And as you go to reach in, you find the astrolabe, and it's glowing,
Oh, please.
and it
please,
points.
God.
It like a line comes from the astrolabe and points at the parchment.
I cast Identify.
Okay. As you cast Identify, you find traces of the ethereal plane on this parchment,
Okay.
as though it had been hiding there for a long
Oh,
time.
shit. Okay.
Is the astrolabe only pointing to that piece of paper? Is that all that it's doing?
Yes.
It's
I
an
will say.
astrolabe.
It's
Not
an
an
Oh
astral
my god, it's
labe.
an astrolabe.
It's an ethereal labe.
It's an ethereal labe. Can I
You should.
grab the paper and
Yep.
unfold it to see what it says?
Yeah.
As
get
you
the-
open it-
get the astral labe.
Yes.
Half this, half that. You're on the right track. On astrolabe, a treasure made. Think broader, my little otter. And then at the end, there are 2 lines written in celestial.
Colin.
Colin, we gotta try to figure this out.
Colin.
Yeah, wait,
celestial.
hang on. We
Can
gotta.
we both attempt to like reverse it and because we both
Crowdster.
know Infernal, could we try to
Tim also
Sure.
does speak
Sure.
celestial.
I would
Okay.
also try.
Yeah.
Just for shits and giggles.
Crowdster episode
Yeah.
65.
Okay, so what I'll allow you guys to do, you can either make an intelligence check. One of you can make one at advantage, or you can each make one separate.
I'll give Sid the advantage.
Okay. Wait,
Because
investigation?
Nope,
my
just
intelligence is
intelligence.
a -1.
Oh, just intelligence? Mine intelligence is.
Negative
+1.
2.
Mine's a -1, so I'll give you the advantage.
Okay. Gah. Well, that's a 11 and a 7.
You
Okay,
are
go
having
to,
a hard
go to the
time.
person who can speak Celestial.
You're having a hard time deciphering this. As you guys are looking in I'm going to recap you, Tim. As you guys are looking in the tavern, everyone was searching about. No one found anything, but as everyone regrouped back at the bar, there was a new, nicely folded piece of parchment on the bar that no one had put there. The astrolabe was burning in Rise's pocket. As he took it out, light shone from the astrolabe onto the parchment, and as Swan cast Identify, he got traces of the ethereal plane as though it had been there for however long.
Okay. What's on the parchment?
It's in
It is
general.
another riddle. I'm going to read it out loud again. There are 2 lines on the bottom that are written in Celestial.
I can read Celestial.
I know you can.
Okay.
Half
Us
this,
infernal speakers tried to figure it out, but we did not do well.
half this, half that. You're on the right track. An astrolabe, a treasure made. Think broader, my little otter. Ambulate in aqua, omnia alia vacua.
Requiesce ampace.
And he closes their eyes with his hands.
Walk on water, all else will be empty.
Water. Water piece of
I
shit.
think my Aquan speak is gonna come in handy for the next riddle.
Potentially. So like, I
Walk
guess
on
like,
water.
otter
Are
isn't
there-
like.
Did
river
you
or
post
ocean?
it?
Yeah, it's in general chat.
Okay, half this, half that. You're on the right track. And astrolabe, the treasure made. Think broader, my little otter.
Okay. I like. the
Wait, hang
first-
on. Wait, all of the words are capitalized except for
Oh,
in.
Except
What
for.
does it say?
Don't.
H-T-
Okay. Don't.
I don't think that's part of it. I think that's just Dan.
That was me
I
just
think that's just Dan.
there.
Okay. Half
Can
this, half
you-
that. I love
Can
it.
you just give us the translation of the bottom thing?
Walk on water.
On water.
Something, something.
Yeah. Think broader, my little otter. Broader.
Half this, half that, and think broader. It means we got it.
I
But
mean,
we
it's
also
very,
wouldn't-
it's
Getting
very
somewhere.
possible that we're at the wrong place,
Oh, we're
And
not
this
at the
is
right
Patches
place.
just fucking with us.
and he's
Let's
trying to
ignore
point
this
us in the
riddle,
right
guys.
direction.
Just fuck that.
All
Go, go, go.
else will be, unless like
You got
there's,
no
like,
fey
some-
magic from this. It was arcane. I will give you the school or like the classification of magic. I guess it would technically be whatever Blink is, like whatever school of magic Blink would be. You get traces of the ethereal plane. This is all from
Probably
your
Grand
identify
Vision.
swan.
Okay.
And you get arcane magic, not fey magic. So not creation magic.
Yeah, it's not one of. It's not patches. No.
I can't wait to find out that Ghostmane is just hanging out in the astral plane, just fucking
Yeah,
watching us this whole
Ghostmane-
time.
Ghostmane is the invisible elves.
Koi brought up a
Those
fun
notes-
theory that Patches is Ghostmane.
Those notes are like
I like that one
actually
too.
talking to us. Those
like it.
notes know us personally. Or like they've been watching us. Like they're aware of our presence. And whoever's talking to us isn't deranged like Patches. Sorry, Patches. So
No, you're not.
I love that little guy.
Is there any like lakes or rivers
My guess would have been like some kind of
on
river.
this island? If
I-
I take this page and go walk on the water, do I have walk on water?
You could
Perry
grab the
does.
ring of water walking from Perry.
Yeah, we'll do
Go
that.
ahead.
If I do that and walk on the water, does more reveal on the page?
Does the outer edge of the page glow kind of a blue, teal, greeny,
And
and
start humming.
start humming?
I don't know what you're referencing.
See if these.
Oh,
See if you've-
duh. Yeah, you grab the ring, you walk on water. I will say
Grab
that
the astrolabe too.
sure, as you are holding that and you're standing on the ocean, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Think broader, bolds.
Oh.
What the fuck's bigger than the ocean?
No, not broad. Like we've been taking the half too literally. It's more complex. Probably not halves home, but
Is there a
There's
road out of
something-
town? Like going like deeper into the center of the island?
There's
yeah,
a
we need
couple.
to stay a night
Yeah,
here.
there's a couple roads, but it seems like they kind of like lead off into the rainforest and the swamps.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the half this, half that is almost like mocking. Like half this,
Oh.
half that.
Mm-hmm.
Not half.
I think we're on the wrong island.
I agree with you.
And if
We
we're
should-
on the wrong island and we're getting this letter, I don't really understand what's happening.
Yeah, me neither.
Someone is playing with us. That's what's happening.
Somebody's.
Size patches?
They're not playing with us. They're.
This
aware
is
of
a
our
game to whoever is leaving these parchment papers.
Unless Ghostmane's alive, right?
That's definitely Ghostmane's doing.
So if something is in the ethereal plane, hiding for a time, there is a chance that it was left here for anyone who would come by with the astrolabe.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's true.
When standing in town, can you see like any mountains? Like, are there
If
any
we
specific
open the
mountains that are-
astrolabe here,
Yes.
what happens?
If you open it, nothing. You
Mm,
just see the sun
nothing?
on the chart. The
Okay,
last
let's
thing it
wait.
did
Till,
was
let's wait till nighttime and then open it.
you guys did try that. There was nothing on it still, just the sun.
Here, here.
Not here.
Not here, but just in general.
I think we should try it here. Maybe.
Think broader. I don't know if think broader is mocking or not.
No, for it to glow, it's not mocking us.
Or it is.
It's definitely saying we're wrong, though.
Well, I mean, broader.
What
Wa-
rhymes with
I don't know
broad?
if they were
Broader?
wrong.
Think
To
broader.
the east or to the west.
I'll
West
post this in
to
the.
east. Depends. on
Nothing
where you-
in that poem rhymes with
There has
broader.
to, there, okay, the thought,
Water.
water.
That's
water.
not. No, it's not
What
written
do
that way
otters
though.
do?
Otter.
Otter. I
Otter.
guess.
Something to do with
It's
maybe
a it's a
swimming
sounding
underwater?
rhyme, not a.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe something to do with swimming?
I think it's telling us that it's not on land, guys.
I think it's telling us it's not on land.
I don't think it's telling us it's not on land. I'm done thinking. I'm a spit straight fact.
I'm
here.
done thinking. I give
You're-
up.
Brain
Right.
done worky.
Here's the straight facts. We're not on the right island. It's definitely not on land. And we've got it all wrong. We gotta think broader.
Maybe check under the water in the water here just in case.
Not here.
We're crossing off things.
Why
and
do
if
you
we're wrong,
wait?
we're
No,
wrong,
no, no.
you know?
Why do you think it's the wrong? We're on the wrong island, Flute.
Yeah.
Just tell us your reasoning. Like I'm not
So-
saying like to mock
yeah.
or anything. I just literally.
half this, half that is mocking us.
Mm-hmm.
So that half island thing is probably wrong. You're on the right track means we're doing something right, but that's something I don't know what it is. Honestly, I don't really care about that part. I think it's just encouragement. An astrolabe, a treasure made means we haven't used the astrolabe since like Haven
Since Haven.
and now. We definitely gotta like keep watching that shit because that's definitely the key to the treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Think broader is making me think that. So broader means like more,
Like wider.
like simpler, wider, simpler.
Well,
Think
if you
about
say
the big
think
picture.
broader, think large, like think out of like larger, right?
Yeah. So to the east or to the west could physically be like east or west of the islands, which sucks. Like it. I'm referring to the like.
Could
going
be
back to the first
mainland.
one. Could be
I'm still
mainland.
saying it has to do something with the water.
Yeah, the
Because
water part
there's
at the end.
mentions of water in multiple sections. Again, like I was trying to bring it up, there's there's got to be a reason why the nickname Little Otter was there.
Probably to rhyme with broader.
I still
I
say
don't
check the
know.
water. If we're wrong about the water near here having something to do with it, we're not losing too much time. We're not
we
going
can-
to another island
Oh,
only to realize that we're wrong and maybe having to come back. It's a simple thing
yeah.
that we can check before we even leave. You know?
yeah, I agree with you. I don't think it's on the island. You're not wrong to try it out on the water. But we're
Yeah.
also like, ish close. I don't know, the otter part is painful. Are we otters? Like we're on ships, right? We sail, we float around.
We have an
the-
Aquan.
We have an Aquan, right?
We
do
have an
otters?
Aquan.
And a druid.
And a druid.
but-
Our druid could turn into an
And-
otter.
And a sea elf.
True.
Yeah.
Well,
Here's the only other thing I'm thinking of.
He's in his
that Malvarin is known as like a piratey tourist town, right?
Malvarin is actually a tourist trap for Estragine memorabilia because that's
For
where they like first
Estragine.
emerged.
That's what it was. It was Estragine. It needs to be in the fucking Bible more. There's only one mention of Malvarin.
Sorry.
The okay, but Estragine wasn't against the Empire per se.
The Empire didn't exist when they were around.
They helped set up the empire.
Here's the thing that
They
I
helped set up the system that led to the Empire unintentionally.
if we want to think about Overwater, what if it is halfway between Overcore and Malvarin?
Where's
I don't
the-
mind trying that.
Yeah, it could be out in the. Yeah.
I'm down to try all the water stuff we want to try.
Because it's been mentioned multiple times at this point that, like,
Could we?
directly and indirectly, it's like, hey, water.
Yeah. And like
Yeah.
the whole like otter thing and walk on water. Like otters don't walk on water, right? But like they're
That's what I'm thinking of. Going into the water,
They
see what
swim.
happens.
yeah.
Take the astrolabe into the water, like right in the docks, see what happens.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, what happens to the astrolabe underwater?
We've never tested that.
It is made of metal,
know.
like fully metal, so it doesn't have like paper or parchment in it.
Yeah. It won't like.
I say we give it to Tempest and have him find out.
Cool.
All right, you grab it, you
Okay.
take the ring of water walking off and just fall into the water.
Yeah.
And
I like to imagine this whole conversation we're having is like Tempest is
He's
standing off the
standing
edge
on
of
I
the
like
dock.
that you guys are like on the dock, and then
Yeah,
he's just
we're
like in the water.
Just standing there holding it, being like, yeah, what do we do?
He's gonna sink, guys.
The astrolabe, it doesn't really. It doesn't. There's no light that shines, but
Okay.
your hand begins to warm up. Like
Okay,
noticeably,
gets
it's not
warm.
like a, man, I'm underwater, my equilibrium's off, so like maybe this is my hand warming up. Like it's like someone peed right next to your hand. That's how warm it
Okay.
gets.
Why that? Why that is the
And we-
descriptor?
I don't know.
Can he tell that the source is the astrolabe?
Yes.
If it's only
Guys.
happening
Is this
in the hand
is
that's
this gonna
holding
be
it.
a game of hot and cold?
Could be.
I have no idea. I mean, I think
Try
the in
swing around?
between Malverin and Overcore could work. There might
think
be
we
like
should-
a secret island there.
We should try
Like,
that out.
okay,
But I also want to try between Seguridad and Overcore.
we could try
Okay.
that, but we should
Like,
at
on
least
our
try stuff
way.
here first, so that we
Yeah.
don't have to come back. Because
I
the
think we had
astrolabe
talked
only
about-
warmed up noticeably when we were on the right track to something, when something was like revealed, because that's what happened when the paper was revealed.
That's
I
true.
guess
Mhm.
is that it got warm. It was noticeably warm, like it was like hinting at something. try maybe swimming around, seeing if it like
If I
gets
swim
warmer or
around, does
colder.
it get warmer or colder? Yeah.
It doesn't get warmer or colder. It stays the same temperature. As you like leave the water, it cools down. Go back down,
What if you
heats
go
up,
Deeper?
down.
deeper?
Do you try that?
Yeah.
You reach like the bottom of like this beach area, like of the dock
Mhm.
where the water is. And it does noticeably get slightly warmer. The water's getting colder, but it gets slightly warmer.
I'm gonna keep swimming down.
You continue to do so. It gets to a point though where it just stops getting warmer.
Does it get colder if he goes lower from that point? Is there like a perfect?
It does not. It just stays
Dude,
at
I
one
cannot
temperature.
wait to find Ghost
Okay.
Main's submarine. Got a fucking nuclear submarine just driving around.
So we'll say you
Come back up.
start swimming
What
back
happens
up. You slip the ring back on as your head pokes above the water, and you just kind of like do the stairs, like you're walking up.
What happens if you put the ring of water walking underwater?
I have always ruled that you shoot back up as if you just became buoyant again, and you go as many feet into the air as you were down below.
I love that idea so much.
And you have just given the idea for so many terrible tactics.
I said the ring. The ring.
Dude, if we had Og right
Creatures
now,
need to wear the ring.
Dude, if we had Og,
If
it'd
you
be
had
so
Og right now, you guys
cool.
would basically just have a fucking
Yeah.
torpedo.
Cowabunga!
Cowabunga it
You would
is.
take as much
Hella
damage
bummer.
as you would be inflicting.
Especially that he sinks. Oh my god.
So, are you guys gonna get in the ship? Do you just want to jump cut to in between Port Overcore and Seguridad?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Sure.
Mandalorian jump cut.
It's like the star wipe. You start taking out the astrolabe in between the place of Seguridad and Port Overcore.
It's probably dangerous over here. We should probably watch out. Like we have a merchant flag up and
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
somebody, preferably somebody up in the crow's nest. Like just
Yeah, you guys are avoiding Imperial patrols. You kind of like get a look at Seguridad as you're going by. You see that like, a lot of people are starting to leave consistently. But there are still people who are like there. Finn is barking like a fucking madman right now. Holy shit.
I hear.
Finn. Jeez. Anyway, so there are still people who are staying there though. Their lives are there. They don't really want to move and leave. Astrolabe comes out. You're starting to look at it. You're following everything, going around near to Port Overcore. You get to Port Overcore, like above Port Over. Like you're not going to Port Overcore, but you get to where like above Port Overcore would be. And as you do, the astrolabe begins to warm again. And
damn.
as you're holding it, as if you were holding something covered in mercury that had hardened, and now it's warming, the gold melts off. And
Oh,
now
God.
there is obsidian underneath, pure obsidian. Dotted in
Does it-
silver, platinum, and gold. You see stars.
The moon.
There's actual stars now. There's an actual star chart.
Do I know which stars those are? Because I'm, a little bit more of a helmsman. I guess I think Tepes would know a little bit more, but I'm just curious if I would.
I might.
Yeah, I'll say like you see marking stars. You see the North Star. You see the constellation of Oberon. You see the bow. There are just different constellations that are very clearly defined now. That as you're looking at it and as you're marking yourself and marking where you need to go, when it becomes night, which I'll say won't be too long from this point, you could chart to something.
I say we follow where it's charting us to.
That
Whatever,
makes
man.
sense.
That makes the most sense at this point.
Yeah.
To the east or to the west was indeed Seguridad and Overcore.
For once I swore 'twas over core.
Core.
It was over Port
Over.
Overcore.
Over
Yep.
portal.
You head off,
To the west.
heading to the west.
We go to the west or to the east?
The
Least.
the days come and go. About 2 or 3 days come and go. As you're just traveling. Following the star chart, you can tell that you're getting close. In the center of the astrolabe, there is the constellation of the Star.
Nice.
It's kind of like a joke that it's called the Star because it is a star.
Mhm.
Star called the star. Real good. Real great at naming.
Yeah. But it's like, think of like the standard like star shape. There are very bright stars that make that shape very visible, and then one in the middle. It's pointing to the one in the middle. So as you're going and as you're traversing on the third night, you see that you are now directly underneath. And as you pass directly underneath, a light shoots from the top, or shoots from the astrolabe going up towards the star itself. As it does, a globe goes around all of you, surrounding the
Nice.
ship in silver.
Going underwater. We're going
Submarine.
underwater.
Going
Submarine.
underwater!
Or we're going in the sky.
The Corvette's a submarine.
Wait,
Now let's
We're
go.
flying.
Doesn't
We're
this mean we're
flying.
playing in the Bubble Bowl?
This silvery light begins to show different depictions of a battle. You're seeing it in almost like line art, and you're seeing one ship up against a massive galleon. There are individuals fighting aboard the deck, fighting across the water itself, in the water. There's cannon fire, there's ballista going off, fire arrows are being shot. And as everything is happening, you see that both ships sink. And so too does the Corvid. As you dive down, down, down below the waves.
This is so cool.
The water passes you by in its darkness, and as the air bubble reaches the bottom of the sea, you find that it is heading towards a small opening. You pass through and find yourself in an air pocket underwater. In a lagoon, you see torches surrounding the sides of the walls that all, as you approach what is now land further away, they light. You make
What a
landfall.
really magical area, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This is clearly a very I don't need a really high intelligence to know that.
You arrive, making landfall, and in front of you is a sign that just reads,
Magic.
Haven.
Get fucked, losers. You're gonna
Get
die
wrecked.
here.
Reed's Haven, guys.
survive, and claim what's inside.
This is just one of the vaults from Sea of
This is
Thieves.
literally just.
And that's where we'll pick up next week with
All right.
4 Dungeons and
Yay.
Dragons. A dungeon? What?
Whoa!
Whoa.
We're in a dungeon? Us? D&D players in a dungeon? Insane.
I'll be right back.
That shit.
All right, well, we're going to end it.
Tim's gonna be back
So,
next week.
I'll just
Next
say,
thing.
on the bottom of that sign, you also see the symbol of the League.
Interesting.
Ghostman's doing.
All
that's
of
where we'll
the-
pick it up
all of
next
the
week.
Big captains, yeah, all
On
the captains have been here
Naturals.
before.
They knew where the treasure was the whole time, It was
Yeah,
all
we just
about
had
the
to find it.
friends we made along the way.
It was
Yeah.
it was truly about the power of friendship.
There is
This
no
is the-
more ghost named treasure. Everybody found it like years ago.
Yeah,
And it's
the
just a
test
I
rite
is
of
wanted
just-
to make
passage
sure
to
we were
come here.
good friends first.
They're like, you gotta find the treasure, bro. I swear, it's just you gotta find the treasure.
Source, I made it up. Source, I made it up.
Sorry.
Source, I made it the fuck up.
Well, fun.
Yippee! Good session today, Dan. That was awesome.
You
Yeah.
guys solved 2 riddles.
Well,
One was in
riddle.
service to the other, but you know.
Yippee!
Both of which I made up kind of on the fly.
Obviously.
Those were good, genuinely.
Well, the first one I was like, you know what? I know where like I want this to point to, so we'll just throw it in there, and like I'll just come up with the wording and like make it make sense. The second one I was like, okay, these fuckers are just going the wrong place. I just need to.
The first one was misleading. The second one was obvious.
It made the first. I think without the context of the first one, it doesn't make it obvious. I think you
Yeah,
need
yeah,
that.
yeah.
All right, I gotta go.
All right.
Later, guys.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye. Yippee!
I hope it was
Oh,
fun.
I miss D&D.
Yeah,
I love playing this so much.
me too.
Man, you know what I like more? Killing shit.
So true. I like beheading things.
I haven't had magical blood on my hand in a long time.
I get to behead
haven't-
things with an ice axe.
I haven't watched the soul leave somebody's eye in too long.
Yeah, I haven't
been
like
too fucking long. I need to
insulted
kill
someone. I haven't
need to
insulted
kill
someone in
something. I
a
need to
long
stab
time.
something. My beheading count won't go up without help.
True. The heading count can't go up unless you behead.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
no head.
On that note,
No.
I'm gonna go sign off.
Yep.
Yippee!
Good session, guys.
Yippee.
We did it.
So fun.
We're back.
We did it.
We're back. Maybe
We're so
better than
back,
ever.
baby.
We're back better than ever. Forever sure.
So
Mhm.
back, baby.
Looney Tunes back in action.
Hell yeah, dude. Release Coyote versus Acme.
Koi just sent me a DM saying the natties are actually My Little Pony. The
Magic
power
is
of
real.
friendship.
Oh,
Oh,
Hell
it's
yeah.
the power of friendship, yeah.
Magic
Power
is
of
real.
friendship.
don't ask me why I know that that's the catchphrase for My Little Pony. I don't know why. I don't know why I know that.
It's
Oh,
fine.
sure you don't.
Pure
I'm not a
knowledge.
brony.
Oops,
It's okay.
pure
Brony,
knowledge.
guys.
You can be a brony.
No, I don't want to be.
Colin, you look like a Minecraft villager.
You think he has a big nose? Man.
No, he just looks like a big.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, he put. What is it?
Eh.
All right,
not
I'll
see
see
that.
you guys later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, everyone, that is going to be it for this episode of The Naturals. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all had a good time. We're going to be back next week on Thursday. Remember, Thursday is the new Naturals Day, so come on by for that. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. I think they're a bit murderous. Yeah, probably. That's probably accurate. But with that being said, I appreciate you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to be live on Saturday, I think, maybe for a little bit. Possibly. Keep an eye out on Discord. I'll make an announcement officially declaring if I am going to be live or not. But till then, Till then, I hope you all stay happy, healthy, and safe. And wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good night, and goodbye. I forgot there's no transition. I need to get that working. It just looks so goofy.